Good morning. I think I'm live. Yay. Hello. It's Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. Happy May 5th. I'm going to go into the yoga space. I'm this morning trying a new browser. Facebook recommends Chrome. So I'm trying a new browser and I'm trying to plug in my laptop in the living room, 3-prong to 2-prong and all that. So I'm hoping we don't have any interruptions. Often I can't see the interruptions when you're seeing them. So if at some point you lose me, okay, if you look up above the screen, there's a little blue bar. And to the right, there's a little symbol that looks like a bell. And it's notifications, okay, notifications. So if you lose me and you click on notifications, it'll show that I am live. And if you click that, it'll bring you back, okay? So let's begin, fingers crossed. I'm trying really hard to make this not stressful for any of us. After all, it is yoga, isn't it? So how's your day? You know, we're in starting week 8 of stay-at-home, shelter in place and all that here in California. And I know it's not easy. So let me just get set up. Okay, so we're going to start in a chair today, but you don't have to, okay? And I'm doing this because on Saturday, which was May 2nd, and yesterday, May 4th, I did 2 30-minute sessions with chair yoga. And I did it because many of you have issues, maybe replacements, or issues with your knees, your hips, arthritis, whatever. And so when in yoga, often you see people getting up and down, doing things on our hands and knees and so forth. And that is just really challenging, if not impossible. So I want you to know that you can do these things on a chair. Okay, so we're going to start on a chair. You don't have to, but get comfortably seated, okay? Wherever you're doing, get comfortably seated. It can be on a blanket, a bolster, or whatever you've got. I'm going to plug in my laptop and reminding you, oh, my volume wasn't turned up all the way. Now it's up. Can you hear me? So make sure your volume is turned up all the way too. So once again, if we get interrupted and I don't know it, and often I don't know it, up at the top above the screen, there's a blue bar, menu bar, and to the far right, there's a little symbol. It looks like a bell, and that's your notifications. And if you find I'm stopped or whatever, go there. Okay, and click and it'll show that I'm recording live, and it'll bring you back to me, I hope. So also about 10 minutes after this is completed, it's published and posted. So you can watch it again, you can scroll forward and back, see certain sections, and for some interesting reason, when it's published, it looks just fine. Okay, so let's begin, please. And we're going to sit in our chairs comfortably. If you have a strap, okay, we're going to use a strap as well. And I'm going to show you some things with the chair, but you don't have to use it. It's up to you. All right, let's begin in a nice, comfortable, seated position. I think you'll be able to see me. Yeah? Thank you for coming today. It's going to be a warm one here in Santa Barbara. All right. Here we go. So a few reminders. When you sit, anytime, anywhere, if you can, I know it's not always possible in a restaurant, which none of us are going to restaurants right now, but at home, in your dining room chair or your desk chair, wherever you are working on the computer, whatever you're doing, it's important that your feet be flat on the floor. We always want to be respectful and aware of our alignment. Our alignment is what came naturally when we were born and long after, and then life. Okay, different reasons and circumstances, we got out of touch with our body, our experience, and our alignment. But it's there to support us. And when we're in alignment, we won't get some of those achies and circumstances that are uncomfortable. So, sitting, feet flat on the floor. And your feet are like a mountain pose. They're about 3 to 4 inches apart, second toe straight hip. It's all about that alignment. See how my feet are like my ankles, my knees, and my hips. Okay? And your knees are over your heels. Okay? Not like this. You know, crossing your legs is one of the worst things you can do. Or, you know, any of that slumpy, slouchy things that we tend to do. And I want you to sit away from the back of the chair. Okay? We're not hanging out, waiting for something, watching something, okay, and doing slump asana. I want you to be very engaged. And notice your pelvis, we want it in neutral. And it's easier to do that here on a chair than when you're sitting on the floor, okay? But I don't want your back against a chair. Okay, so sit nice and tall, neutral pelvis. Oh, my shoulders are a little tight today. So I'm gonna do a couple of little shoulder rolls. Kind of open up. And then just let your hands sit lightly on the tops of your legs, okay? So we're going to start. We did this last week and we're going to do it again in case you forgot, or maybe there's a shift. We're going to count how many breaths, rounds of breath for you in a minute. In a minute, okay? I'll time you. So take a few moments to find a nice, close your eyes, find a nice, even, smooth, modulated breath. In breath, out breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And it takes, you know, several rounds to kind of find your rhythm, to get centered, to get settled. This is also a way to get you present here. Working, you know, doing this from the home, I'm looking and I say, oh, that needs to be cleaned. Oh, the cats come in. Oh, this, that. So we're distracted. You might have other people around you. I don't right now, which is great. So other people around you talking and distracting, but that's life. Okay, that's life. So it's all about practicing centeredness, being centered, grounded, and it's a constant practice, isn't it? Being vigilant. Okay, so your eyes are closed. You're finding nice, deep, full in and out breath. Don't force it. Don't try and go longer and hold or deeper and struggle. Just let it be a flow as smooth as the waves of the ocean. Okay? And I'm going to cue you to start. And then you're going to count to yourself how many rounds, which is an inhale and exhale of breath, you do until I tell you to stop. You can count your head. I like to count on my fingers, whatever you do, okay? So get settled. Take a nice exhale and begin. And stop. Keep breathing. Just remember that number. Keep your eyes closed. Notice what starts to bubble up maybe when we try to be quiet and still. Stay with that rhythm. And you can think of when you close your eyes, the inner eyelid is like a screen, like a blank screen, a movie screen. And sometimes things, images, colors, designs, memories will bubble up onto your screen. And then we just watch them, and then we let it move on to the next, and the next, and the next, okay? And then let us bring the hands together in prayer position we call Anjali Mudra. And let's bow the head, sending love, light, and healing to heart center, your own, your loved ones, and everyone, everywhere. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we need some healing, don't we, in this world today? But it has to start with us. So I hope you're taking really good care of yourselves. And being here is something that is wonderful for you, okay? Yoga and whatever you can do to take care of yourself now, okay? You're important. So we're going to do a couple little warm-ups here. And again, you can do this seated or on the chair, okay? So as you're sitting, just stretch your arms apart. Can you let your arms float outward? And breathe out from the heart center. And bringing your arms overhead, keep the shoulders relaxed, but keep the rib cage lifting. Interlace your hands and turn them inside out. I know you can't see my hands, it doesn't matter. Breathe. Ooh, this stretches this soft inner side, okay? Our outer edge is like our armor, but we want to also get into and strengthen and stretch the inner edges, the soft inner edges. Breathe. This is good for the wrists, the hands. And then just gently stretch them forward toward me. Bring the shoulders back, arms forward. Breathe. You can do this anytime, anywhere, while you're watching TV, while you're maybe sitting on your patio, okay? Take a break. If you're on that computer, take a break once in a while. Good. And then bring the arms back up and stretch out. And then bring your right hand down. You can hold on to the chair and a nice little stretch. Oh my goodness, am I tight? So we wake up stiff often, and our body contracts at night, okay? So we need to stretch so we don't keep contracting. And nice breathe. Keep your glute down, okay? Don't let it lift up, soft. And then up we come, inhale, and just softly sway to the other side. Breathe deep. Again, you can do these on your own for like a minute, your minute, but make sure your feet, your hips, your legs stay the same. Breathe, and up, and both arms up, okay? Good. And then bring the hands forward, opposite interlace, flip the palms inside out one more time. If you start to pull the shoulders forward, bring them back. Breathe. And release and down. Okay, we're going to do a little twist. Now remember, the twist comes from the center, not the shoulders and not the neck and the head. Again, if you're seated, same thing, okay? These are actually a little easier to do in your alignment when you're on something. And a twist properly done is so beneficial, but improperly done is not beneficial. It's actually harmful. Okay, so you need to lengthen the spine. And I want you to visualize like a barbershop pole. Do they exist? How the stripes spiral upward, or a candy cane. So that is sort of how your breath moves. So as you take an inhale, think of your spine, your muscular body revolving gently and spiraling up around the spine as you exhale, and just wait. We're going to the left. And again, inhale, and a slow, gentle, lifting turn. Don't go as far as you can right away. If you do, you'll only get the superficial muscles, and we want to go deep. We want to get not just the large muscles, the lungs, the intercostals. We want to go deep into the organs, because this is like wringing everything out, giving it a massage. And I'm going to wait, inhale, and another exhale, and that's it for me. Okay, I'm going to stay here. maybe half of your minute or 5 breaths. You pick, just be consistent. Don't let your knees move apart. Keep your legs, your hips very stable. And you might find yourself going a little deeper, and eventually you'll start to turn your head gently and your eyes looking over your shoulder. Breathe. This is important because we're going to do twists within some standing poses. It's the same principles, and come back as you inhale, wait for a breath, and then we're going to do the other side. So an inhale, move on your exhales. As you empty, you create the space. Remember, it's that spiraling upward movement, keeping the spine in integrity. You can hold on to the chair, your leg, but don't pull. Inhale, maybe a little more. And that's it. I'm a little stiff today. Okay, so I'm going to just stay here and wait. But even if you're stiff or tight, anything is good to do. Anything is good to do. It's not going to get better unless we do something. So I'm going to breathe into this twist. Slowly, I'm not going to force it. And just start to gaze over my right shoulder at whatever's there, the fireplace, the plant, the lamp. And after about 5 breaths, I'll meet you back in the center slowly. Okay, and wait. So if we push and push, okay, that no pain, no gain thing, forget it. Okay, that was the 80s. And I'd like to say that people now are all having hip and knee replacements, okay? So now we're going to stand up. Oh, no, we're going to do a strap. We're going to do a strap. Okay, now you can do this standing, seated, or seated on a blanket, okay? But you can also do it right here. So we're going to take the strap, this is shoulders, and you put it between your thumb and index finger. I'm going to show you. See, like that. Not like this. See how white my knuckles are getting because I'm holding on so tight? So you do gently, stretch, and notice from my shoulder out to my middle finger, I'm not bending my wrists or my elbows, okay? So wider than my shoulders. I got to see that Bob's here. I hope some others are here. Thank you. I can't read it this far away. I have to get up close. Okay, so about like here, nice and tall. Then as you inhale, just gently float up. Keep the shoulders down. As you exhale, the strap will slide between your fingers and back, maybe just a little below your shoulders or to your waist. Do only what you can. Inhale, reach back and up. And it might brush your hair, that's okay, and forward as you exhale, okay? Pick up the slack, and by the way, you don't need a strap. You can use a tie from your robe or something long enough that you can stretch apart, hold on, and then inhale, open up, stretch out, don't overarch your back, and just whatever you can do. If you have shoulder issues, okay, sometimes you can't go so far, but it's okay. Just do what you can do, okay? Don't force it. I don't want you to be sore and not come back. And one more, or keep going. Oh, it feels so good. And exhale, reach out. So this strap is about 6 feet long. So make sure you get something, inhale and exhale this long enough that you can stretch your arms apart. Now I'm going to put the strap down. Okay, and we're going to, you finish, don't worry, and I'll meet you standing. If you have a chair, great. Or something you can lean against. If you don't have a chair, oops, you can move your laptop or your iPad to somewhere else, like to a counter or something, and watch, or you can watch later. I'm going to do this side first, okay? So we're going to do, I hope you can see me. I know I'm wearing black against black. Okay, so chairs are great. So I'm going to put my hands on the chair, spread your fingers apart like that, okay? Shoulder distance, middle finger straight ahead. I'm going to rest at the lower edge here. And my chair is padded, okay? Okay, and I'm going to step so I can't really see my feet. And I'm going to step back on the left into a lunge, okay? Not as far as maybe I can go, but I want to get into a nice little lunge. Now notice, sorry, my knee is just behind my heel on the front, and my back leg, I'm on parallel tracks. My shoulders are just behind my wrists. Okay, I don't want to overstretch. You can do this on knuckles and fists as well, by the way, okay? If you have wrist issues. All right, so doing lunge using a chair rather than trying to be on the floor is a lot more compatible and doable, okay? And it's great. And if you don't have a chair, use a wall. If you don't have a chair, you probably have a wall or a wall that's convenient. Use the counter, like from your kitchen counter or somewhere like that, okay? And just nice deep stretch. You're gonna feel it, but you don't want to push. I'm feeling a little bit in my hamstrings here, just enough that I can breathe into it. I'm gonna look out past at eye level. Okay, don't let your head drop. Look past eye level. Relax the shoulders, lift the sternum. Oh, it feels good. Lunges are great when done properly. Just don't push into the knee. Come back and feel this elongation. Look how from my crown to my heel is this long slanted line. Good. So we're going to stay here another few breaths. If you do it on your own, do it for a minute. I'm getting really into the belly of my hamstrings. Oh yeah, I need that. And as I breathe into it, I can feel them start to give a little. So you can stay as long as you need to. And you can do this as frequently as you need to. So we're going to take it a step further. I'm going to move my left hand almost to the center of the edge of the chair. And put my right hand, my thumb hooks into my hip crease. It's right here, and my hands wrap around. If you can't figure that out, just put your hand on your hip. But this is better. And it's like you're right at that crease. Inhale and wait. Exhale, start to turn. Pull the right thigh back. Start to turn toward your right. Turn from your center. Wait on an inhale. It's just like the twist we did seated. Exhale deep and slow. Don't let your right knee start to wobble. Your knee stays over your heel, okay? And you're turning. So this is, again, a twist in lunge. Breathe. Don't overdo it. Just breathe. And when you find you kind of are where you're going to be, breathe into that. This is it for me. I'm going to breathe a little deeply. So each pose is a conglomerate of everything else that we do in our stretches and so forth, okay? So we want to build on each pose in our practice. Okay, when you're ready, just gently inhale back. Okay? And I'm going to step forward and wait. And I'm going to do the other side. Then I want to turn toward you, so I'm going to turn my chair, but you don't need to. So we're going to, once again, hands toward the edge. I'm going to step back on my left. And notice when I step back, I want to lift and really use my muscles to step back. So my right foot, I can't really see it. My knee is over my heel, shoulders over my wrists. Spread those fingers apart. I'm looking over the chair into the horizon or the bookcase, whatever your view is. Now maybe this side is a little tighter. I'm still feeling it now on the right side, the hamstrings more, and my left calf. You might feel it across the psoas. Don't push down. Please lift up. And breathe into it. Oh, I did the wrong foot. Sorry, left foot. Did you catch that? My students catch me in class. This is my left. No wonder it's my hamstrings. On this side, I feel my right psoas, okay, right here. Okay, so your left knee is bent. I didn't do that on purpose. So after about a minute, 5 breaths, whoever you need. When you're ready, you're going to go into the twist again on this side. So the right hand moves in, the left thumb slides, hooks into the hip crease, or put your hand on your hip. Either way. Wait on the inhale. Turn on exhales. Notice how that engages how you open up the core and move into the core. Wait, inhale, exhale. This also strengthens the lungs, the heart, and the nervous system. And that all contributes to a healthier immune system, respiratory system, circulatory system. That's exactly what we want and need. Not just during this waiting period to be able to go back to some kind of life, but beyond, because it's a new normal, folks. And breathe, and that's about it for me. Now I'm just going to breathe into it. Don't let your left knee wobble. When you're ready, come back. I'll meet you here. We're going to step back into it. Will be a down dog. So down dog can be challenging for shoulders and wrists. And if you're on the floor, you can do it on the floor. We'll do it on the floor later. But I just want to show you how great it is to do with a chair or counter. And when I'm traveling and I don't really want to put my hands on the floor where I'm staying, especially if it's tile, I'll just do this against a counter, and it feels so good. And stretch into the hips, get into that low back, and you can even do a plank. And I do this in the chair yoga session that I did yesterday. And you can come into a plank, and again, plank can be challenging on the floor. But you know, if you don't have time to pull out a mat, just go up to your kitchen counter while you're making that cup of coffee or tea or something, and you can do a few of these. You don't have to do an hour and a half session or even an hour. Okay, so I'm going to step up. Wait, and I'm going to come all the way up and back. I'm going to remove the chair now. Okay, and here we are. Is my head cut off? Okay, I'll move the screen a little. I hope others are there. I see you're there, Bob. I hope some others. I hope this has been not interrupted the first half hour. Now we're going to do half sun salutes, and then we're going to go into full sun salutes and some standing poses, okay? So half sun salutes, let's go. So I'm going to talk you through it, and I'm going to let you continue. I think everyone out there who's come to my sessions knows this. It's a wonderful flow. So take a moment to get centered. Okay, get centered. Notice if you're favoring one side or the other, or kind of leaning into the balls of the feet and your toes start to grip, or you're back on your heels. And come to a nice center point where your alignment is supporting you. Find that nice, deep, even breath that we started with in the beginning. And when you're ready, your inhale, the arms float up, big wingspan. And then a swan dive on your exhale. Half, you open like a book and close. Up you come, and back, and continue. Okay, I'll do a side view, and I'm going to let you go continue on your own. Your inhale, and exhale. Bend your knees if you're still a little tight. Half, you open, it's a dog tilt, no rounding, and fold. Up we come. And continue. Okay, so continue. Hi, Susan. Great. Okay, half sun salutes. Okay, please continue on your own. So find your flow and go with it. Again, if you're just coming in, if we get interrupted, up in the blue menu on Facebook to the right, there's a little bell, and those are your notifications. And if you click on that, it'll show that I'm live. You can go back and come back to me, okay? I can't tell if I get interrupted until I look at the video afterwards, but I'm trying a new browser and so forth. I'm hoping we're successful. How are you doing with those half sun salutes? It's wonderful. You can do 5, 10, however many, okay? It's a great way to warm up everything. And let's do a couple more. And then we're going to go into a full sun salute. So spread your arms wide. Stretch out as you swan dive. Open and fold. On your next one, start into full sun salute. And we'll start on the right, stepping back. Your exhale, down dog. Your inhale, plank. Your exhale, lower to the mat. Your inhale, a cobra on your forearms or hands. Stretch those legs back, strong legs. Your exhale, back to down dog. If you need more than one round of breath, it's okay. Your inhale, step up. Again, take as many steps as you need to. When you're ready, push off, up we go into a forward bend, and up again, and hands to the heart. Continue and do the left. You can hear the birds today, can't you? They're very happy when the sun comes out. So you're doing a sun salute on the right, on your own, and then a sun salute on the left. Okay, and then we're going to do a couple together. So go ahead and do those on your own. And if you have to modify, it's okay. All right. And if you need help modifying, you can always message me. I'm going to be doing, I hope, a video on just sun salute very soon. It's in between everything else that's going on, but I do want to keep doing little mini videos for you. And if you have a request on something, let me know. And it actually doesn't take very long to do a full sun salute. Okay? So I'll do this one here. Okay, so when you're ready, we do a sun salute together. We're going to do some holding. So I'm going to challenge you a little bit. So if I'm holding a pose for longer than you, like down dog or plank, that maybe is in your wheelhouse right now, it's okay. Just do what you can, okay? It's all about your practice. So let's begin. Just take a moment. When you're ready, your inhale, big wingspan. And just hold. Breathe. Melt the shoulders. Extend up through the fingertips. Keep the legs firm. And now let's do a little side sway. Inhale. As you exhale, sway to your left. As you inhale, come back. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. And over we go. Swan dive. And hold. Touch something with your hands. Blocks, mat, feet, shin, whatever. Your arms, your hands are shoulder distance. Wait. Bend your knees a little if you're tight. I'm a little tight. Bring the chin in a little, soften across the shoulders. And then half forward bend, Ardha Uttanasana. So we slide the hands up till we feel like we're halfway. It's a dog tilt, pelvis tips forward, spine is a little arched. We reach forward, we don't push into the legs, we lift forward, hold, breathe. It's like we're looking for something on the ground. Breathe deep. On your next exhale, fold, bring the hands down. Getting ready to step back on the right. Lift, inhale, step up and back. Down dog. So we're going to exhale, lift those hips. Lift that left leg up and back, and we're going to hold. I want you to try and hold for your minute or as long as you can, okay? Breathe. Keep lifting up away from your hands. Be on your fingerprints strong. Lift your hips back and up. Bend your knees if you're tight. Breathe. Try for your minute. If you can't do your minute, lower your knees, take a breath, and come back. Keep lifting. There's more space. There's always more space. Then we're going to do plank. So the heels come up and we extend. And I'm going to try and hold for a minute here. So do what you can. Breathe, push the floor away, lift your shins, lift your quads. Your bottom isn't sticking up, but your tailbone is looking slightly down toward your heels. Stretch into your legs. Don't make your upper body do everything. Breathe. Look out past the end of your mat. Breathe into the core. Do what you can. When you are ready, knees, elbows in, 8-point pose. And we're going to stretch into cobra. Okay, so you can be on your forearms. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Fingers spread apart, legs strong. Breathe. Your navel shouldn't be dragging on the mat. Should be lifting up through the heart. Make sure your elbows are in alignment with your middle finger. If you're on the hands, lift upward. Don't push into the low back, please. It's a cat tilt, cat, cat, cat. And then we're going back to down dog. So we move first from the hips, and we reverse the sequence. I won't make you hold again. We're going to push off, step up on the right. Keep wiggle it up till you're there. And when you're ready, up on the left. We're going to come up in chair. Knees apart, like we're sitting in a low chair, a bench. You should be able to see your toes. Arms up as high as you can. Breathe. And up, hands to the heart. So the gardeners are here. Okay, I'm going to close windows. So those are the little distractions that can happen. It's unscheduled. We never know when they're coming. So it can get a little noisy while we do the sun salute on the left together, okay? I'm going to turn around. It's called life. And we can't control everything in life. We can only control us. Okay, so hands to the heart. We're going to do the left side. I'm not going to make you hold again, but you can if you want to, okay? Once we start, I want you to do the left side on your own, okay? Let's start in chair pose, though. So we bend the knees like we're going to sit. And then we let the arms extend upward. Look up. Lift your sternum. It's a cat and a little bit of a dog. No compression. Good. And then, inhale and swan dive. Continue on your own. I'll cue. I'm going to move to about a 4 count. Half and hold. You continue on your own. We're going on the left. Exhale, down dog. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Be consistent. Exhale, down dog. Take as many breaths as you need to get back. Inhale, up on the left. Push off. Get your footing, and up we go. On your own. If you finish early, you can do an extra round. Okay, I'll wait for you. We're going to do some standing poses. It's kicking up. Stuff is hitting the window. So we're going to do some standing poses. It is part of our next sun salute, okay? I encourage you to find a way to do some of this on your own, even if it's just a little. If you can be consistent, it's better. It becomes a habit. So it's up to you. I'm consistent now with my walking every day. And then when I get home, I almost immediately go in and do my little yoga practice. I do sun salutes and some standing poses and a few reclining. And a little shavasana, okay? Okay, so we're going to do another sun salute. I'm trying to think how I want this to be. Okay, it's going to be on the right side, so stay with me, and then we're going to do some integrate some standing poses, okay? I'm going to modify the sun salute, but you can do this and just catch up with me. When you're ready, inhale the arms, stretch them wide. Swan dive over. Half. And fold. Step back on the right. Step back on the down dog. Now we're going to do a plank and down dog. If your shoulders can take a risk, this is so good for you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now I'm going to step back on the right. Push off, step up. Get your foot in position. We're going to do crescent. And we're almost in full moon, so balance can be a little wobbly, but that's okay. I'm going to shorten my stance, take my time, and wait. And I'm going to slowly come up, lift upward, look straight ahead. When you're ready, go with your inner cue. Come into the full pose. Try and hold for about 5 breaths. Or you can do it on your own and try and hold for your minute. Breathe. And now we're going to do a little bit of a balance. Okay, so I'm going to step up, straighten standing the right leg. Look. And then we're going to lift the back leg, tap down, lift the heart. Tap down if you need to, breathe. Tap down if you need to, breathe. Try for 5 breaths. Now ease back when you're ready. into crescent. Always wait. So we're going into triangle. Maybe. Woo! Yes, even teachers get wobbly. I'm on a carpet and a mat, which I don't recommend, but it's a little cushy. So your balance is a little more challenging, but it is what it is. So I'm slowly starting to quarter turn. My back foot, the heels down, foot forward 45 degrees. I'm going to straighten my right leg, come into triangle. So I align, and it's that twist, isn't it? We go into that twist to our left. So let's start with our hand on our hip or our arm alongside the side seam. Turning, as we did, from the center. There's a tendency to push into the shoulder, and we don't want to do that. Inhale, wait, exhale, turn from the center. Now, I feel like my arms are in alignment, and I'm not hyperextending my shoulders, so here I am. Notice how my arms in a straight line. Breathe. You look to the side. You can just be able to see your thumb out of the corner of your eye. 5 breaths at least, or your minute, after you're in the full pose. Then we're going to do reverse triangle. So we come up and we reach back. And the left hand gently lands on the left leg, the side seam. And we make this little extension of the right arm. This feels so good. Okay, strong legs. Okay, don't push into anything. Breathe. About 5 breaths again, or your minute. It's up to you. Be consistent. And after your 5, we're going into a warrior. So I'm going to neutralize my hips. I'm going to go in a little longer stance. And bending the knee. Feel your rib cage. Lots of space between your low ribs and your waist. I want you to feel like your arms float apart like wings. And then we gaze over the right hand. If we look back, point to point. Breathe. Stay with the 5 breaths or your minute. If you're still back in triangle or the other pose, don't worry about it. You can just continue with your practice. And then reverse and extend. Five breaths. Keep the right knee bent. You can look down or to the side or up. Pass your arm toward the light, the ceiling. 5 breaths. And I'll meet you in side angle. So we extend, connect, and extend. Lift your right ear away from your shoulder. Stay strong. It's another twist. Okay, it's another twist. So we turn from the center, not from the shoulder. We're going to hold for 5 here or your minute. Then I'm going to meet you in down dog. Yes, another one. There's a few more. Remember, do what you can do. If you're not up to it, just come into a standing forward bend or a child's pose anytime. It's your practice in your space. I'm going to go into down dog. Now I'm going to do a leg lift on the right. Inhale the right leg up. So ekapada, one leg, 1 foot. And I'm going to challenge you. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. And back to down dog. We're going to finish stepping up on the right. When you're ready, I'll meet you in the forward bend. Whoopsie. Make sure there's nothing there to bump against. I've got is a soft chair. And up I come. And wait. I'll wait for you before we do the other side. Remember, always just do what you can do. So we're going to do the left, okay? Just do what you can do. That's how we grow. Okay. Let's inhale the arms up and overhead. Swan dive over. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Step back on the right. We're going to come into crescent. Crescent. So sometimes one side is a little stronger than the other, or whatever. Take your time. Engage the back leg. Move through your cues. Oh, how nice when that stops. I hope you can hear me. And I'm going to go into my full crescent for 5 or your minute, okay? Just be consistent. I say that a million times, but it's so important. After your 5, we're going to go into the balance. Step up. Wait. Straighten the left leg, the standing leg. And we're going to extend the right leg behind us. Tap down, reach, breathe, look forward, breathe. As many breaths as you can. Try and get up to 5 total and then step back. And we're going into triangle. So take your time. If your arms are sore, put your hands on your hips. Remember, we extend, touch, and then twist. Twisting from the center. Again. We should be pretty warmed up, but you know. And if it feels like your shoulders are aligned over one another, the right arm will just will lift upward in alignment. Look how my arms are in alignment. Breathe. 5 breaths or your minute. You didn't know a minute could last so long, did you? It's a great way to be consistent, though, and it sends a message to your body. It keeps you centered, even when the gardeners are outside, or the garbage man, or whatever, doing what they have to do, and aren't we glad they're doing it? And reach back. Though they're not wearing masks, I'm pretty surprised, but breathe. Oh, this is triangle, and I'm a little stiff on this side. That's okay. I'm going to breathe into it. Expand those lungs, rib cage. Five breaths or your minute. Reverse triangle. And then a warrior 2 on the left. So as the knee bends, you float the upper body up. Don't drive, don't dump. And then the arms float apart. Relax the shoulders, lift the heart, lift the rib cage, find your center. After 5, you extend, touch, soft curve, keep the left knee over the heel, look to the side. You can start to look up, but don't strain, please. After your 5 or a minute, okay, we don't always have to be doing exactly the same thing. It's okay. Side angle. Parshva Konasana, side flank angle pose. The names in Sanskrit are very literal, and they're often named either literal, like triangle, or side angle, or after something in nature, like a tree or bridge. There are bridges in nature. Or maybe a Hindu god or goddess. Okay. And we're going to come into a forward bend. I don't think I forgot anything. Forward bend. Oh no, down dog, sorry. Down dog, one more if you can. Up we go. Ah, don't you love down dog? Now we're going to take the left leg up. I've got that. Breathe. And we're going to come into a plank, the leg up. Exhale, knees, and we're going to take a child's pose. Okay, take a child's pose. So you rest from while the gardeners are doing their thing. Take some nice deep breaths. I hope you can hear me. Okay. We're going to come back into down dog and come to standing just for a little longer. So when you're ready, down dog, step up on the left. Let's meet in forward bend. When you're ready, coming all the way up and back. So you're going to do a balance pose on your own. I'm going to give you several minutes to do a balancing pose now on your own. You can do what we did. You can do crescent or warrior 3, or you can do a tree pose, or you can work on your half moon. Okay, your half moon, some of you know that. Or you can do simple balances, leg lifts, like you're marching in place. We've done those. Coming up on the balls of the feet and lowering. If you have a chair, you can use the chair for support, okay? But do some other balancing. And I'll give you a few minutes. I hope we're still all there, okay? And then we start to come down. So we're doing the sun, the male energy, the left, the right brain, the left brain activity, which is the left brain. The warming, okay, we start kind of eased, then we ease into the heating. And I feel the heat, you know, from those standing poses and movements, okay? And that's the Ha. Ha-ta yoga is sun and moon, the Ha and the Ta, and that balances us out. So do your balancing pose. You can do more than one, it's up to you. And then we're going to meet in maybe another minute. Okay, in standing, I'll bring you down to the floor. Again, if the floor isn't comfortable, you can come into a chair, okay? I'm gonna leave you for about a minute. How are you doing? Did you do another standing pose or did you rest? Or did you run to the restroom? It's okay. I'm not checking. Do what you have to do. I closed the windows because they're still doing some gardening. Of course, they're almost done. Okay, so if you have a block, okay, have a block. And we're going to come toward the front of your mat. I'm going to bring you back onto hands and knees, okay? If you can't do hands and knees, you can go to the chair for a few more minutes. We're going to do toward the end, which we usually do in the beginning, our hip and rib rolls and our cat dog. Okay, so it's a little different shift. It's just to show you you can do what you know when you can. Okay, there is a traditional sequence that I've learned from my teachers and they learn from their teachers. So you kind of start warming up, then you come to the warming and the active, then you start to bring it down, heading toward our beloved Shavasana. Okay, so there are some things we do. They're sort of neutral. Okay, let's inhale when you're ready. Big wingspan. We're nice and warmed up. Swan dive over. Step back on either foot. I'm going to step back on my left and then back on my right. And I'm going to lower my knees. I'm going to do my hip and rib rolls. So this is where we just move and breathe. It's very juicy. It's watery. It's fluid. We move into a little bird hand, an elephant hand, and we often do this in the beginning of our practice, but it's nice to do now too. Take advantage of all that warming up that we've done and all those great movements. And I'm just, in case there are any little kinks and so forth, I'm going to breathe into them. Okay, just, however long. And then when you're ready, some cat dog, okay? Cat dog, which I love. And you can do hip and rib rolls, mostly the ribs and the shoulders, seated in a chair. And you certainly can do cat dog seated in a chair. And I showed you this on a previous half-hour video, the one from May 2nd, Saturday, okay? So if you go back, you can go back to any of those videos anytime. If you're here now, we're going to do a little cat dog. Okay, just remember your breath is consistent. And we move in that rhythm and flow, that wave. Eyes open or closed. Eyes open or closed. It feels so good. Feels so good. If your low back is stiff or your shoulders, you should do this every day, even just a little. Do a little more. I'm going to adjust the camera a little. You keep going into your cat dog. I love cat dog. And it's about mobility. It's about range of motion. And it's about keeping everything, as some of my teachers used to say, juicy, staying juicy and fluid and feeling things are moving. Yeah, there's a little tight here and a little stiffness there, but we work through it using the breath, the life force, the prana, and we keep the breath, which is oxygen, fresh oxygen, new cellular, life force. Keeping it vital. It's not about how old you are. It's about how active you are and how vital. Okay? All right. So now, after your cat dog, I know you're loving it, but we're going to move into something else. We're going to do thread the needle. So this is, again, a little twist. We often do in the beginning, but we're going to do it now toward the end of our practice. Twists are sort of neutral. You can do them anytime with doing them correctly. I have a blanket handy, just in case I feel like I need support. I'm going to do my right side, so I'll be twisting toward you. So notice my hips are over my knees. I'm going to turn my toes under, keep my shins parallel. And I'm going to thread my right hand past my left wrist and lower onto the right side of my skull and my right shoulder. And they need to be right in the middle of the mat. Don't pull to the side. And if I feel like I'm going to be a little stiff, I'll have a blanket. I'm going to turn. Yeah, I'm a little stiff. I'm going to turn, wrist, and I'm going to keep my left arm elbow bent, or you can stretch the left arm alongside your ear or out to the side. 5 deep breaths or your minute, please. Keep your hips lifting and level. Don't push into the twist, please. Breathe into it. Breathe. Feel it in the ribs, the back, the sides, the abdominals. Deep breaths. Go long. If you can, go longer on your exhale than your inhale. So if you breathe at a 4 count, try 4 inhale and a 5 count exhale. Detox. Go for it. Your minute or 5 to 8 deep breaths. When you're completed, come up and do something neutral. Child's pose, cat dog, or down dog. I'm going to do cat dog. Okay, and now I'm going to do the left side. So the toes are turned under, keep the hips level. Now my left hand, I'm going to turn away from you. It's going to slide past, behind, rather, my right wrist. Don't dump into the low back. Breathe. When you're ready, come up and do something neutral again. Okay, you can do cat dog. You can do child's pose or down dog, about 3 to 4 breaths. I'm going to do child's pose. Be careful in child's pose. If you have knee issues, you may only be able to go to here, but otherwise, relax. Always come up slow after your head has been below your heart, okay? That's called inversion. And when you invert, you get blood to the brain, and it's stimulating, but it can make you a little dizzy if you have blood pressure stuff, high or low. So if you have a block, get your block, and then get anything for Shavasana. If you don't have a block, you can use a blanket or a bolster, okay? Or even a firm pillow. So I'm going to turn so you can see me. And I'm just going to bend my knees, slowly lie back as I exhale. So I'm using my core. Lie back. Hair clips don't work very well. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to roll around, and it feels divine. Oh my goodness, do you love this or what? So we're massaging, saying hello to those wonderful muscles and tissue and organs, all working optimally for us. Okay, so circles, roll around. Okay, find the edges. Okay, when you're ready, just hang on to the right side, the knee, the thigh, or the shin, and stretch out your left leg. So if you did anything tweaky to your low back, do this. Do it at the beginning or at the end of class. Do it any time. We just need to listen and be in our experience, okay? Our body is telling it what it needs. Now, at first, it might feel a little uncomfortable to do something, but as long as it isn't pain, your body is saying, okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but I really need this. Okay, breathe deep. Again, your minute or 5 breaths or longer. And then when you're ready, alternate, stretch, and then the opposite. Relax the shoulders. Soften the low back. You did good today. I hope this was consistent. I'm keeping my fingers crossed this works well. And I really appreciate you coming and joining me. Thank you. And you can share with anyone you know that needs to do some yoga. Please let me know what you'd like to see as far as the practice or any little short videos besides the chair yoga, which I'll do some more of. But if you want me to work on like tree pose or dolphin or shoulders or hips, we can do some focused videos. So we're going to be here at least through May. Maybe, I don't know what's going to happen after that. None of us do. And then when you're ready, just lower knees bent. Let me see if we have enough time for what I want to do. Oh, we do. Okay, so if you have something you can slide under your hips, we're going to do a supported bridge. A bridge, Setu Bandhasana, is a gentle back bend. Okay, so whatever you have, and I'm going to actually, yeah, let's do this. Slide it under your sacrum. Okay, where's that? It's between your tailbone and your waist. Your sacrum is like a heart or a triangle that sits in your pelvis. And it connects to the SI joints, which can get a little out of whack. So just set it in that sweet spot with your knees bent. You should feel you're in a little cat tilt, and you should be able to feel the curve of the low back. No compression, no pinching, no discomfort. And let your arms relax out to your sides. Okay, and now we're not going to turn our head because I have pressure on the base of my skull, which is connected, of course, to my spinal cord. And that's my main nerve of my body, so I'm going to be very careful. Breathe. So I'm going to take you through a sequence, but you're going to use your own time frame. So what we're going to do for a minute, if you can, stretch out your right leg. Okay, for your minute. I'm going to do my minute. Then you're going to just do the left leg for a minute, and then both legs for a minute. Your minute, okay? And there go the gardeners. Yay. Okay. Just the right leg, then the left, and then both. And I'm feeling very intensely on this right side. This is good. No pinching, but I'm feeling the stretch across the groin, the hip flexors, the psoas. And if we're doing a lot of sitting, this gets really tight. And back here, there's all these other organs and things we don't like to talk about, like the colon and so forth, but they need the space and they need to be functioning well as well. Okay, so breathe deep for your minute. Timing myself. Okay, and that was my minute. So now I'm going to do the other side, the left. Do it on your own for my minute. How you doing? Feels good, doesn't it? Again, you can do this on your own. If you don't have a block, you just need something firm and flat. Okay. And I'll show you another baby cobra sometime if you remind me, which is great also for low back issues. Okay, that's my minute. So now I'm going to do both legs. And this can be intense, but it should not hurt your back. If it does, bend the knees, or bend the knees, lift up, do a cat tilt, and go back and try it again. Okay? Or use a blanket or something. So you're in a soft curve, a long arc. So think of a bow and arrow. So a bow is this beautiful curve, but there's no compression on the inner or the outer edge. And the same with you. There's no compression, outer edge and on the back edge, okay? Do what you can. And just another few breaths. It's almost a minute. When you're done, slowly bend one knee at a time and feel your knees over your heels and then lift up. Remove the block. Can you keep your hips up even though you're up off the block? And when you release, stretch your tailbone toward your heels. And you're going to want to do this. I just know you are. We roll around, massage that back again. It feels so good. Breathe and breathe. And we're almost there. One more twist on your own, a reclining twist. Okay? Just remember the same principles apply, even more so. So move for the right side, move your hips to the right. If you're going to do the one left leg straight, right foot on top, turning to your left, this shoulder on the right side, the right shoulder must stay connected. You don't want to hyperextend the shoulders. Don't worry about how far the knee goes. Or if you're doing both knees, don't worry how far they go. When you get to your full twist, hold for at least your minute. Okay, your full minute. Or longer. And then you're going to come back and do the left side for the same, your minute or longer, whatever you decide. And after you do both sides for at least a minute, and sometimes one side needs a little more, and feel free to do that, you're going to come into Shavasana. Okay, so I'm going to let you do your twist on both sides. And then I want you to take a nice Shavasana. Use your blankets, your pillow, your bolster. If you have an eye pillow, I have to find my eye pillow. I have a really cute one. If you have something to cover your eyes, it's really divine. And as you finish the twist in Shavasana, you spread out. You want all of your edges free. You want all of your skin to breathe freely. Okay, that was about a minute. So you have one more minute. And you feel like your whole being is just sinking into the still spot, the still space, quiet and still. I'm glad it's quiet here. And your upper body, your front body rests. And I love the image of a beautiful, smooth stone slowly dropping into the soft bottom of a still, cool pond and just settling. And that's your consciousness, your breath, and your awareness. Just let it settle. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. Okay. So I'm going to leave you now for a few minutes into the quiet space of your Shavasana. So if we're still, this vibration of the sound of the chime, you can feel it resonate. It's like when bells ring, it resonates in a sound, music, singing, chanting, it hits the chords. We just breathe into it, we take it in and take a nice deep breath. We just slowly, gently, lovingly, mindfully ease back. One deep healing breath at a time. We sort of re-enter our body, maybe starting at the edges, the fingers, stretch out our toes. Maybe you wake up like this in the morning. Just letting everything wake up when it's ready, and then stretching a little, maybe yawning. It feels good to yawn. Move out that old energy. Stretch a little, wiggle a little, but gently and slowly. And when you're ready, with your knees bent and your eyes resting closed, you can turn onto your side in a fetal position. And I'm going to share again, as I always do, Hafez. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to try and talk right into the screen. And I love Hafez. And I will post the this poem later, okay? And while you're resting, this is called, This One Is Mine. Someone put you on a slave block and the unreal bought you. Now I keep coming to your owner saying, this one is mine. You often overhear us talking, and this can make your heart leap with excitement. Don't worry, I will not let sadness possess you. I will gladly borrow all the gold I need to get you back. And ease back up when you're ready. If you're not ready, it's okay. And we'll seal the practice with the Namaste invocation. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Om Shanti. Peace to you. Thank you for joining me. I welcome your comments, your feedback, and I hope this worked really well today without interruptions. I'll see you Thursday. Remember, in a few minutes, this will be up. You can review anything, and all the past videos are still up. Okay, I'll see you soon. I miss you all so much. Be safe, be well, wear a face mask, wash your hands, and we'll be together in heart. Our hearts are one. Thank you.